Last time on Dice Funk.
Korvok's going full anime, like Naruto shit, where it's like he just like disappears and there's that sound, and like he just turns into like squiggles, and then he like reappears, like he like knocks Fortunato out of the air with like a flying kick, and then reappears behind the nervous system. Here's what he's gonna do. He's going to like grab his sword out of its hand, like he's gonna grab his greatsword off of its back, and then he's going to like stick it in it, and then swirl it around to like wrap it around the sword like spaghetti, and then he's gonna eat it down like that.
Yeah.
We took their wheels.
And you took their wheels. They are gone, and Scorpion is here, and its wheels are gone, and someone has defaced it and written Trolls Rule. Trolls with a Z.
It's Flintstones rules. Flintstones wheels.
Audience, I probably fixed this in post, but for the record, Mari is shouting at me right now.
Flintstones wheels.
Do you want to make like tank treads essentially out of this?
We're gonna use 2 big pillars to yabba dabba do Flintstones car, the fucking big thingy. A cool move.
Wait, are you suggesting this is the opposite of what we thought, and that being greedy is actually the only way to escape?
I'm not quite sure. It's either that or her heart is pure and we're evil.
Or Gale was the only one who doesn't know how to jump.
Yeah, so the love bugs are offering you a pretty simple solution here, which is they'll give you precious minerals and probably some other items. They just have a bunch of metal and stuff here that they'll probably give you additional loot in the traditional D&D sense if you help them stop the serial killer. So,
yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Woo!
You turn and you see walking towards you Xana, the half-elf. I'm trying to get a replacement for my cool bedazzled rapier that you idiots took off with. I need a new weapon.
Vimble has that, and he's a baby.
With this, there is a kind of shimmering of red and black swirling magic around Xana.
Oh my god.
As a large demon steps out of her body.
Oh my god, it's Chad! I don't know. Sorry.
All right, now this guy's name's Chad.
It's fucking Chad! I fucking hate this dude! He sucks!
And Chad's like, nice ecosystem you have here. I think I'll take it.
Oh god, this guy sucks so much! Oh! He was just like so good at everything, like torture, murder, manipulation, capitalism.
I saw a spark against the dark, and we erupt, but it's a slow burn. We take our chance and start to dance, can see enough to know to turn around. The sound of a bonfire carries over fences, titillates our senses, but we don't need the heat. A chill wind is pushing you into me, and it's looking like we might be burning down. But we're a bonfire, we keep putting in.
Question for the audience. If you go on a date with somebody and then a second date, and then both times they're saying, oh my god, we have this amazing connection, you're amazing. And then later he texts you, why do you look into my eyes so much? It makes me nervous. And also you make me nervous. And when I'm around you, I'm nervous. And also talking to you makes me nervous. And when you look at me, it makes me nervous. Why couldn't you tell that I was nervous? Does that mean he's secretly in love with me?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, this is a classic PUA strat.
Is it? I knew it.
Yeah, it's called the frightened rabbit. It's it's based on evolutionary biology, and like it's very successful.
Oh, okay.
The trick is, and pickup artists always do this. Everyone should be aware of this move. I think it's a really good one to do. I think it's like really good to do this. It's where you go like, "Oh, I'm a scared little. I'm too shy." You know what I mean? That's the
oh my god, and I fall for it hard.
Yeah.
I love it. I love little scared babies.
Exactly. Everyone does.
People always ask me, Austin, how did you score so far out of your league? And I'm like, here's the secret. Whenever she looks at me, I crumple as if hit by a physical blow. I just act like I've been shot by a sniper anytime she looks at me. The gaze is the most powerful part of a woman.
The most insane thing about it is he said, would you like to do a 5-minute exercise where we look into each other's eyes? And then he put a timer on his
do
phone.
exposure therapy with him.
And then later he was like, why did you look into my eyes? Like, I don't know what's happening.
It really seems, he was giving signals of, I really want eye contact to be a thing that we do.
Welcome to Fear Factor. This week's challenge, look at Mari.
Let Mari gaze upon you and let her you can feel her eyes upon you. It's horrifying.
You win big money if you can withstand her fucking Gorgon stare.
If you don't turn to stone, you win.
All right. So last we left the adventure, the party made their way to the queen of the love bugs, to the center of the love bug hive here in the tunnel biome. You found out that they have some treasure here stored up, precious metals that they were going to eat, but they will give them to you if you stop this serial killer who is chopping people up in all these tunnels. Not because chopping people up is bad. That's part of the biome, is people fighting and dying. But
It's not in the freaking tunnels.
But well, no, the love bugs are scared of whatever this is. This thing, or person, place, or thing, is very scary for the love bugs. They are threatened by it in a way that they don't like. And so, if you get rid of the killer, you can have some treasure, which will let you leave. You found out last episode that you can't leave without treasure to spread the trickster gods' terrible plan across the land.
I just realized something that we didn't try, which was viewing the friends that we made along the way as being the greatest treasure of all.
No, I said that earlier a few
did you?
episodes. Yeah, I think I did. I'm pretty sure.
Damn it. And the gods don't consider friendship treasure.
Well, you know what? What if we held hands and walked out the door again?
Exactly.
Because
the idea is that they want people to spread word of the tunnels by being like, look, there's so much treasure. But would it not work really well if they were if people were spreading word of the tunnels, being like, we made so many friends there.
Well, you see, Korvok, I think you have a really good idea. We could sell this access to this place as a corporate team building exercise getaway.
Exactly.
I think.
Yeah.
I love it, Korvok.
Hey, tunnel gods, this working out for you? I'm not hearing any response.
If this was a different kind of campaign, that might actually work. But one that started with Vimble and Xana as player characters, the vibes are simply too fucked. You would not accept that's how this has turned out.
So did we have any hints whatsoever at the end of last episode about where we can find this serial killer?
Well, the last thing that happened was you ran into Xana, who revealed she is possessed by a new demon, who I had a character and name and stuff planned out for, but then Mari called him Chad, and so now he's Chad. I have an icon for Chad the demon. Let me put this into the Roll20 for us all to enjoy.
Oh, I hope he has a backwards hat.
The character does. This icon does not.
It's the Omega Chad.
Did you draw that? That's really good.
That's the Chad meme.
He has
I know what it is.
He has a red shirt that says "ouch," and he has green pants and yellow boots. And his head looks like the country of Chad. I don't know if you all know about that Easter egg.
And his dick is bulging.
But yeah, they seem really excited, Xana and Chad, because this is a biome created for, liars and tricksters, and they're in their element. This place is great for them. And they're like, hell yeah, we get treasure if we help these stupid little ants out. Xana, in fact, is like, Peter, can I have my Wargong back, maybe?
No.
Oh, whatever.
Well played.
Whatever. I'm gonna get an even better instrument from the treasure here, and you're gonna look stupid.
Then why did you want it if you knew it was better?
Because I
hate
you and you smell.
Yeah, well, it's good you arrived when you did, because you've arrived still in time to be in the running for the treasure. You better get to that before anyone else gets to it.
Xana, your makeup's messed up.
Oh my god. She like turns around to check it in like a little mirror. Just like reflexively.
And I cast, what the fuck, what is it called?
Cast what the fuck?
Whoa, it's a level 9 spell.
Cutting words.
You
words.
did that.
I guess cutting words.
You did that last episode. She's already been cutting words.
Okay. She's already insecure. Perfect.
This is so brutal.
It's already been cut.
Yeah. I just like the idea that every time Xana turns her back, you're just cutting words at her.
Isn't that how it always goes? Fake friends, you know?
But Chad the demon, who is incredibly handsome. We've talked before about how, Peter, you are attractive, but not in an assertive, deliberate way. It's just a fact about you.
Yeah, in like a shy ooh way.
Yeah. Chad is
I'm not imposing.
Chad is aggressively handsome. It's a little off-putting.
No.
Yes, he's hot. He's deliberately trying to make it work. And he's yeah. I'm trying to think what other terrible details.
I feel imposed upon by his attractiveness. Like, I'm nervous that he entered the room. You ever see someone so attractive, you're just sure they're gonna bully you?
I mean, that person you went on 2 dates with, like, seems to have had that vibe.
That he was sure I was gonna bully him. He also told me that I called him awkward when I know I did not. I would never ever call anyone that. And he was like, "And you called me awkward?" And I said, "I did not do that." And he went, "You're right. I don't actually remember you saying that." And I was like,
But I felt like
Okay.
you were thinking I was awkward, which is just as bad.
I didn't think it.
That's awesome. I mean, I will say, like, I've like I was like going out with like, or like, I'm kind of seeing someone who's like much like cooler than me, and that like I was like, yeah, like, you know, like I like play like, you know, like D&D and stuff, and then she was just like, I mean, like, it's fine, but like that's not like a cool thing. Like, I do like cool stuff, but like it's kind of fun dating someone who's like kind of bullying you.
I am surrounded by subs everywhere I go.
Yeah. No, like it's like getting like dommed is awesome when they like think that you're a nerd.
But aren't you a nerd? You're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Juniper is attempting to reinforce the idea of, yes, the treasure is still in the dungeon. Go get it. Go do the whole tomb thing. Don't bother us.
When that happens, like Korvok's when you say that, like Korvok's just gonna be like, what nervous system?
Yeah, for the audience, Korvok, what do you take a level in? Do you want to talk about your level up for a sec?
I would love to. Thank you, Austin. I took a level in fighter. It's not. I don't know. I was thinking of some other stuff, and then I realized I do not have the stats to do anything other than fighter, but that's okay. Or fighter or barbarian, but I picked fighter. But that's okay. Because I feel like that just makes sense. What does that do for me right now? It's been a little while. I got COVID. I'm blaming it on the brain fog right now. I don't think I have.
I think you get second wind.
I do have second. You are absolutely correct. Thank you. I do have second wind. Once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 HP. I think that's
that you've leveled up in himboism. I'm proud of you.
Exactly. The world is out to get silly men.
Yeah, it is. And you got to protect yourself.
Nothing is a greater threat to the world as it is than a man who's filled with whimsy.
I would like to slightly too loud to Juniper, but within Xana's ear range, say, "Don't let Xana know about the God body part that we haven't gotten yet." Okay, roll deception.
So when she said something to the effect of, I'll get a better weapon with the treasure from here, I assumed they meant the reliquary.
I scratched it. I didn't say God party, but I said super cool, very sexy pink sword
Wait.
named Pussy 2.
God damn it.
I rolled a 14. Does she believe in Pussy 2?
Here's the thing. I think we all believe in Pussy too in our hearts. The question is, is she also on a quest for pussy too? Do you describe it in such a way?
Well, she doesn't have a weapon. Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, guys, don't tell her about the vision I have about Pussy Tooth. That very clearly is here, and it's pink, and it shimmers, and it sings a queefing song out to all those who can have the purest of hearts.
I really hope she doesn't find it in the reliquary, like, before we get a chance to get there.
I know.
That would suck.
Because there's a diamond where the two blades intermeet to represent a clitoris. Don't let her know about it! Don't let her know about its queefing song!
14. I rolled a 14.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to get the sword before you, so don't even worry about that. Don't even trip. Second of all, I know that you all are going to try to beat me to these, like, ant treasures, so, you know, I'm not stupid.
No, of course you're not. You're the smartest woman I've ever possessed.
I think about doing Xana's voice, I realize, is I would never have chosen this kind of character because without Mari giving me a lead-in, it would come off as misogynistic. I feel like I'm...
Yeah, I know that I'm smart, okay? Yeah, I don't need you to tell me it. I get the best grades in school after I told Sally to do all my homework. I was smart enough to make her do it.
It feels sexist when I do it. It's delightful when you do it.
Do you want me to fight with myself?
No, that's too much. But I will say that Xana and Chad are like, okay, well, if you don't want our help to stop serial killer, that's fine. I guess we'll take our clues and we'll leave. Bye, idiots.
You have serial killer clues?
Maybe. Yeah, but if you don't want to work with us, that's fine.
Well, I mean, the big question is, why would you share them with us? You're not... I'm going to say this as politely as I can. You're not the sharing stuff for no personal gain type.
Xana snaps at you, Juniper, and says, "You took my rapier and my gong. What am I supposed to do? I'm practically naked. You're a pervert."
Look, I'm going to be honest, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, but we do right now have a lack of clues.
If I give you some cocaine too, will you give us a clue?
I'm trying to think. Is Chad the kind of character? I feel like he is either a party bro or a complete straight edge.
I hate to sandbag Mari. I feel like he'd be like a real straight edge.
Yeah, I'm looking at that picture, and he's like,
I don't put any toxins in
my
my
body.
I'm here to,
My body's a temple, and I only put things I know and trust, like Alex Jones medicinal supplements in me. Like, that's his vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, roll deception. I have Alex Jones muscle mass expanders. Would you like to trade with us for these Alex Jones muscle mass extenders with lead included?
You're just unwittingly giving him cocaine too? That's fucked up. It's pretty dark. I think Peter's the villain here.
I don't like the Alex Jones would be canon in our show.
Jalix Bones.
I was gonna say we have to add some apostrophes in there. That's a classic Tolkien move. Alex Jones.
I found these pills from your favorite motivational podcast. They're supposed to make your muscles even bigger. Do you want these in trade for some clues?
What is Peter and Chad's history?
okay, I didn't want to impose. I was nervous. Okay. I would think that, in my opinion, Chad was like the person who was totally into demon culture and was just really excelled in demon culture, and Peter just didn't. He was seen as a slacker because he didn't want to do any of that stuff.
Yeah. We talked about your birthday party where all the kids were killing each other and you were just crying in the corner. I like to imagine Chad's equivalent birthday party. He's dressed up like a master of ceremonies and like doing the Roman thumbs down as kids cave each other's skulls in. But he's also...
Yeah, and everyone's telling him he's great.
He's also wears a suit to middle school kid.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, well, he wears a suit to middle school kid, but like is actually popular for it.
Yeah, because that's what's in demon culture.
Yeah, it starts like a big trend, and everyone like makes fun of anyone who isn't wearing like a bow tie and like bringing a briefcase to math class.
Fun fact, I went to a prep school where the kids really were like that, and if you didn't do that, you were stupid. So you needed to know which stocks were, and to tell which stocks were yours and which ones your dad picked for you in 7th grade.
Oh my lord, you have lived an entirely different life. I think that that explains a lot now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, Chad is like, you know, oh Peter, you silly goose, you know I don't put any of that stuff in my body. We'll help you out. I mean, we're all on the same mission, right? You found out about the stuff at the end of the world where there's a god and we can kill him and we can recreate hell. This is what our families want. You know, big lakes of boiling piss, the mountains made of screams. It rains blood. Come on, buddy.
Well, I just think that my idea is a little different, and also I think that God's already dead, and you know, we already have a hell. We don't need a new one. Like our little cozy community is great. Like, do you really want to expand it? Like, what if we let in people we don't want? Or, you know, I just think the way things are great. Yeah. Maybe you should go home. Don't you miss it?
Oh man, there's a lot of implications here. Why don't everyone but Peter roll religion? I guess that's just we only have 2 other players here, so you know what I meant.
Got an 11.
12.
All right, 11 and 12. That's above average, so I'll give you the kind of basic outline, which is that there used to be afterlives based on your conduct in life, like heaven and hell are real in D&D, but the apocalypse that destroyed the old world also destroyed the afterlives. So this conservative demon culture that Chad is a fan of and that Peter is trying to escape really is like nostalgic for the old kind of punishment system. I said hell reflexively, but actually demons are not from hell in D&D. They're from the abyss. Hell is a separate thing. Maybe he like that. Maybe like things have become garbled over time, or people will say like, oh, you know, things were so good back in the 1950s before taxes or whatever. And you look and the corporate tax is 97% on the highest earners. Like people just don't remember the past correctly. That might have been why that slip up happened. But yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I want to bring back the abyss. You know, the afterlife where we get to punish people, and I'll turn the biome at the end of this journey into the abyss, into hell, maybe colloquially speaking.
Chad, do you ever think maybe we don't have to torture and kill people and drink boiling piss all the time? Like we can drink like apple juice. It's the same color. Apple juice is the same color.
You could drink like room temperature piss, cold sparkling piss.
Yeah, if you need to drink the piss, like it doesn't need to be boiling. You know, we're going to drink apple juice or warm tea.
Like I feel like you're like maybe like thinking a little bit too small scale here. You know, you want to like recreate hell. I mean, you could wish for anything.
Korvok,
like I'm just doing this so that I can quit my job. You know, that's gonna be my wish. Like you could wish for anything, something like that.
Korvok, don't tell him you're an entrepreneur. It's a trap. Don't do it.
Hey, dude, you want to come work for me? You want to come work in the new abyss? You can be like a HR manager for the whippings and whippings and crucifixion department.
Korvok, don't do it. They're gonna make you drink pee. Do you want to drink pee? It's really gross.
I mean, they do. I feel like you don't understand what what working for Calvin University is like. You think this guy's never had to drink piss for his job?
Look, I used to go to the university. Were they making you drink piss? It's okay, you can tell us if they're making you drink piss. That's not okay, we'll go talk to the unions when we get back.
There's a union?
Korvok, I think you've been misled greatly.
Listen, Vimble never told me that there was a union.
There's a union, it exists purely to prevent staff having to drink piss.
Korvok, I think you're gonna have some sort of revenge quest later. I'll help you out, but right now, please, do not join the corporate ladder. It's too much. Next thing you know, you'll be walking around the piss cooler. Everyone's gonna be smacking your ass because that's corporate
Not
culture.
the piss cooler, the piss warmer, because they drink boiling piss.
We don't even shake hands down there. We just smack each other's asses.
This episode got very piss-centric very fast.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get into all the torture stuff because that's like too scary for casual listeners. So I was like, we're gonna just talk about pee.
Wait, yeah. Wait a minute. Wait, this is a lot to take in. I don't know. Am I like? I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm like I feel like Korvok's now like one of those guys who's like, what have unions ever done for me? Because his boss tricked him into thinking that he didn't have a union.
So while all of this is going on during the chaos, Juniper is going to take advantage of the opportunity to quietly talk to the rest of the party, not in a way that isn't going to get immediately heard by our new companions, and just say, look, I really don't want to accept the help, but I feel like we've got no choice. But, like, if we do, we really need to, like, I'm thinking we bait and switch. Accept the help, steal the gold at the very last minute so that we can leave, but they can't. Leave them trapped in here might not be a bad call.
Also, Korvok, we can be a union. Pets for pets, LLC, the band, the experience, the union.
Okay, I'll do it. But I'm not on one condition. I'm not gonna drink any of your piss.
Yeah, man, we're not gonna make you do that. We're glad you've made that stand.
This union has no mandate that you have to drink pee to be in the union.
You know what? In fact, we're gonna make drinking pee against union rules.
I mean, look, you don't know what people in the union are into. If they want to consensually
Korvok's
drink
going to
pee,
draw his blades and like be like, I'm like brandish them and be like, I'm serious. If any of you, and like he's like holds out his like swords like at your throat and he's like, if any of you even try to make me drink piss, even if I'm asleep, I'm gonna freak out.
What is happening?
So yeah, we're all on board with the secret plan to accept the help, but then double cross at the end.
And Korvok like sheathes his weapons and enters into an uneasy alliance, unconvinced that either of you will not try to make him drink your piss.
I really thought this was going to be a different kind of episode.
So I've heard
Why?
no one disagreeing with the plan to go with the other team.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Juniper. Yeah, that's fine. But no pee, okay?
Okay, we turn to the other team and go, okay, we'll team up, but no piss drinking.
We're gonna need a verbal confirmation that no piss is gonna be happening for Korvok's sake.
Yeah, you like Korvok's gonna pull out his sword and be like, or else. I'm gonna try and roll intimidation too.
Oh,
5. His voice like cracks.
I'm gonna be honest, it's quite hard to be intimidating when you shout, "Don't make me drink piss." There's no intimidating
I don't want
way
to drink
say
any
that.
more piss.
Xana says, whatever, you're lost. You haven't even read the latest issue of Cosmo. It's supposed to be good for your skin.
oh my god.
I have read that issue.
Chad turns to Xana and says, it's like they don't even know about goop. And they go back into the tunnels.
They're so socially aware.
I don't want to drink any goop either.
No one's gonna make you drink anything. You could just die of thirst. It's okay. We're all right.
I can't believe you've done this.
So what clues do you know that can help us solve the serial killer mystery? What do you know?
They just start walking, assuming that you're going to follow. And they go down a bunch of narrow, winding corridors. There's so much here. I've described it before, like, seeing an anthill or an ant farm from the side. It's just a 1,000 tunnels you've never gone down. And I guess you could roll survival right now.
Whoa!
Oh, not 20. I crit.
I'm gonna roll it twice because of my Idrisil fragment. I got 15 and 24.
All right, the party succeeds wildly, including a crit. So if you'll recall, the Doom Occult ransacked your wagon. They took your wheels and they took your supplies. So the good thing here with the crit is that you find some more supplies. So feel free to describe that to me. But also, you don't get lost. You don't fall in any holes. A thing about this ecosystem is there are a lot of basically like pit traps that you avoid.
Some highly nutritious fungus.
Yeah, highly nutritious fungus and a single mushroom that glitters. And when you take a bite of it, you get the confidence and assholery of a rich man. I'm just saying it, see if you're going to let me have it.
I don't have the energy to fight you today. I feel you're on some shit today.
All right, I take it back. There's no mushroom.
You just
imagined.
folded. Why
No,
did you
let's
immediately...
run with this. Let's run with this. And Korvok is ninja teleporting everywhere.
just uselessly.
I don't know the definition of my boundaries, so I'm always scared of breaking them.
I feel like that's a different podcast to discuss your dating life and your psychological issues. I'm going to try to keep it focused on Peter the Demon for now. I hope that's okay.
That's totally fine.
So yeah, you all find food with the crit. I'm going to say not only enough that you don't take any exhaustion now, because, you got to eat, but also a little bit for later. So you're walking through the tunnels. Some of them are too narrow, so I'm going to say you leave Scorpion behind to follow Xana and Chad. And they're not even really speaking to you. They're just kind of walking ahead. They might even be speaking amongst themselves conspiratorially. But you do not fall into any traps. That was the main thing that the survival role was about, because this whole ecosystem is about basically tricking you and making you fall and get hurt.
Tricking you in ways that will kill you seems really antithetical to we want you to survive and leave and tell people about all the treasure.
I think that these trickster gods are sending mixed messages.
It's like they're trying to trick us.
Yeah.
It's like they don't have a clear idea of what they want. God.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we have food, we have quote-unquote supplies. All right, everybody, let's go, gang. Let's not split up. Except we're away from Chad.
As you say that, Chad finishes up whatever he was talking to Xana about and calls back to you, Peter, and says, like, bro, that was such a sick move to come up here and not tell us all back home. You could have had this all to yourself. I respect the hustle. Real recognize real. It's a badass move, dude. I respect it.
Peter visually grimaces in disgust. He just hates him so much. Just really wants him to die. Just wants him to not exist anymore and everything he represents. Just on the edge of his...
Turning to Juniper and Korvok and being like, wow, isn't this guy great? He's totally going to lead you into a trap, get you all killed, take the prize for himself. It's just, it does a demon's heart good to see such evil. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, that would be a real demonic thing to do. It's such a shame that we're not demons. We can't, do that kind of cool shit.
Yeah, and he promised not to make me drink piss.
You know what? Peter, what is this? He stands up to his full sexiness. Okay? It's radiating. And he goes, yo, Chad, bro to bro. Your left butt cheek is not as full as it needs to be. You gotta do that up. Cutting words.
You're just cutting. They're not rolling. This is just for flavor.
This is for when they do it. When we fight, or whenever a fight happens, they will be hurt more. Okay? All right, 1d8?
I think Chad, feeling self-conscious, actually melds back into Xana's body because he is, possessing her in a way. He was like projecting out in some form. When we saw Xana and Peter together for the first 12 episodes or so, I forget how long it's been. Xana used a lot of illusion magic and a lot of disguises and stuff. So this doesn't come as a huge surprise. But yeah, Chad hides inside Xana.
They hurt me, so I get to hurt them, but they don't even know I'm doing it, so it's fine.
Sorry, I've just remembered that I played a video game literally this week where someone drinks piss. It's called As Dusk Falls. Someone pisses in a cop's lemonade, and then the cop drinks the lemonade, and fuck cops, make him drink
I'm
piss.
sorry, Austin. I don't mean to bring this
Sorry,
chaos
look,
on the
I'm
world.
sorry, Austin. It was in my head. I needed to get it out. I played a video game where I had to make a cop drink piss.
I mean, that's okay. Well, let's just lean in. This is the piss episode. Let's get it all out, and that's how this will go down in history, but we don't need to bring it into the next episode, you know?
This is the episode.
Can you get double COVID for me? Can you stab
I mean,
us?
with my roommate's help, absolutely.
All right. So Peter starts trying to cut down Chad and Xana. They don't even know it. And they reach what they wanted to show you, which is a pit with a bunch of dismembered love bugs in it. Love bugs who have been all cut up the same way the other bodies have.
Oh no!
Peter immediately tries to cover his love bug's eyes, but he doesn't know where they are and accidentally cuts his hands on his antenna.
Don't look, spray of blood.
Don't look out!
Yeah, Xana turns to you all and says, "I'm sure there's like a clue in here, but like I'm not going first, so like I'll watch you."
I mean, it isn't the whole reason we paired up with you because you said you had clues.
Yeah, in here. She points down into the pit of bladed insects.
Okay, so you don't have clues. What you have is a dangerous place that we can get injured to get clues for you.
All right, Xana, let's do it together.
You want us to do you want us to do the saw trap for you? Cool. Okay, right.
You're saying a lot of things right now that are pretty annoying, so I'm not really listening. Do you want to get in there now?
Can I pick up Xana and jump in with her?
I guess.
I was gonna push her in without going in myself, but
Yeah, what do I need? Yeah, what do I need to roll?
It's a strength contest.
All right.
All right, Xana, well, since we've been doing so much together, we're going to do this together.
And I pick her up, and 9.
16.
Fuck! She just pushes.
Yeah, okay. This is interesting, though, because none of you have made contact with Xana before now, since running into her again. So an interesting happens. Peter, you walk up and you go to shove Xana into the pit of dismembered love bugs, and your hand kind of passes through what looks like her half-elf flesh, and her body like flickers and shimmers, and you see a glimpse of like a writhing circulatory system underneath what is apparently an illusion, and you just kind of pass through it, and she trips you into the pit. So you have revealed that Xana does not have her actual original body back.
But I'm in the pit now, right?
You are in the pit, and you take 5 damage as you land on a blade. So you are now down in this pit, and she's looking down at you. The half-elf, illusion flickers. You see, she is what Xana is a soul trapped in a doll, wrapped in a circulatory system.
Okay, my reaction is I give a look of slight disgust and disappointment.
oh, that's how you cut deep.
I don't say anything. I just look at it and give a on purpose. I do this.
Like someone's just stepped in dog shit and they're looking very disapproving. Like that sort of looking down your nose, like oh.
Yeah, like I might have fallen in the pit, but at least I'm not a circulatory system wrapped around an enchanted doll, which is actually extremely cool to me, but I'm trying to make it feel bad.
You're like, damn it, that's awesome.
I know, it's like, oh, that's so cool.
Hey, do you have to do deception to think it's cool, but display that it's not?
Yeah. Yeah, what do I do?
I think we have spent, let me double check here. We've spent 40 minutes on what was supposed to be kind of a CSI episode talking about piss. So can we...
Okay, yes. All right, I look around. I'm looking around at things. What do I roll?
Investigation.
14.
Yep, so 14 is above average, so you are able to... Here's the thing. You're going to take some damage, because you didn't get to 15, but you are going to find what you're looking for. So, Peter, you take 8 more damage as you're basically pouring over dismembered bodies made of swords, and it hurts, and everyone's like looking down at you. I think you said Saw Trap earlier. This is the pit of used needles from Saw 2.
That is exactly what I was thinking of when I was like, do I push Xana in here? That's what I had in mind.
Yeah, so we've talked before about Cube and Saw, huge inspirations in everything I do, but especially this arc. You take a bunch of damage, but you find, after you dig through like the first layer of the love bugs, you find some equipment that the love bugs have been eating. So there's like a sword hilt that like they ate the blade of. You find a shield which has been like mostly eaten, and you find a leather bag which was not eaten because it is not metal, so the love bugs didn't eat it. And inside you find a spell book for a wizard. None of you are wizards, so it's not as if you can use these spells necessarily. But you flip through it and you find in it there is a spell that is underlined, and this is Awaken is the name of the spell.
Do we in character know what that spell does, Austin?
That would be an Arcana roll.
Arcana.
Hey guys, I found a thingy.
9.
5. I don't know what it is.
Oh my god.
A crit. A crit 19.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, the party fails, but Juniper crits. This is fascinating. So just immediately, Awaken is a spell which brings life to something that is otherwise unliving. After spending the casting time tracing magical pathways within a precious gemstone, you touch a huge or smaller beast or plant. The target must have either no intelligence score or intelligence of 3 or less. The target gains an intelligence of 10. The target also gains the ability to speak one language you know. If the target is a plant, it gains the ability to move its limbs, roots, vines, creepers, and so forth, and it gains senses similar to a human's. And there's a little bit more about the stats of this thing. But with a crit, Juniper, you have the end of the detective movie series of flashes where all the clues fall into place because you crit.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be a much different mystery, but before it even began, you tried to talk to some roots.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Is this why I'm getting such weird visions out of these roots?
Yes. So there aren't supposed to be any sapient creatures in the new world. It's supposed to be plants and animals only. But with Awaken, you can make a plant a person. But they are not designed to do that. The god of deception and trickery and lies did not want that to happen. And so the result would be extremely unstable, is what I'll say.
Yeah, maybe a big living tree system that constantly has nightmares and wants to murder people.
If you go back and listen to this arc, there are so many times people say things like, imagine if a tree thought of us like we think of them. We chop up firewood, right? And it's not weird. Yeah. What if a tree chopped us up like firewood? I think Mari said that. And I'm just sitting here pogging silently.
No, I mean, look, I have not trusted these trees since they gave me weird nightmare visions. Trees don't usually do that. They're bad naughty trees.
No, maybe the trees want us to feel a little empathy for them. I don't know.
Maybe the trees are right.
Look, I'm more than happy to hear the trees out, but also naughty trees. What language do they speak, if they speak a language? Okay, Juniper's just going to start speaking in every language she knows in the hopes of having an actual out-loud conversation with the tree. She's completely forgotten the trees are serial killers now, and is just interested in, can I have just a verbal conversation with the tree? Do the trees respond to common, druidic, or sylvan?
I will say there are no trees in this tunnel. There's one place in this ecosystem you have found trees. There are roots
up on the top.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think all of you, when Juniper explains that the spell Awaken may have been cast on one of these trees, and that might be the source of all the problems here, and apparently got the caster killed. because they're the items of this person are in this hole with all these bodies. Everyone realizes that they need to go back to the surface.
Come on, everyone, hurry up. I want to go chat to some trees. I know they're fatal, I know they're murderous trees. I want to chat to a tree, though.
So there are two issues to talk about before we go up to the surface to talk to the trees. One is that Peter's still in a hole, and we have to figure out how to get Peter out of the hole. The other is that looking at this spell Awaken in the Wizard's spell book, it is a 5th level transmutation spell, which is a really high level, which makes you think that maybe Xana and Chad wanted you to come along, because if someone can take out a wizard of that strength, that they needed some help, fighting this person. Also, it requires a component worth 1,000 gold pieces, which makes you think that this person was wealthy as well as powerful, and that there might be the person who cast this probably had also valuables, treasures, magic items. Peter didn't find any in the hole, but you are led to believe that there are valuable things to be had here. And I will say that if you were, keeping notes about all the locations in this ecosystem, there was surface, lovebug hive, reliquary, and there was also, I think we were calling it serial killer room, where someone had nailed a severed hand to the wall. I guess there's no point in hiding that it was a tree that did this, and you never went in there. So you don't have to. I'm always there's always trade-offs, pros and cons to everything, but Peter does not find any of the valuable spell components in this hole, and if they were anywhere, they might be there. So
I'm open to Juniper is in if the party wants to, is open to searching and looking a bit more deeply. But if Juniper had 100% say and control over the situation, she would be running to go have a conversation with the trees, being like, "Look, maybe I don't fight the trees. I just have a nice chat with them. Maybe explain to them that murder is bad, and maybe they'll understand. Trees are chill.
Trees gotta eat.
I also like the idea of because Mari and I rolled low on Arcana, that Juniper says all this and we're just both no, that's not what that does. Anyway, let's look at the hand. This is pointless.
I mean, I'm trying to think. You know what? I think Juniper might be on that vibe, but not just because of that, but because there's also the looming thought of what if Gale leaves without me. Yeah, you know what? After some deliberation, I think Juniper's curiosity is overridden, and she is just gonna start heading for the surface.
Can anyone help me out of the hole, please?
Yeah, I mean, would Korvok if we got a backpack and everything, would that mean Korvok has the supplies that he would normally have had, which would include a rope?
I don't think you lost your rope. You had your pack with you. You have a rope.
Yeah. Juniper is running off during this, going, "I'm sorry, but I want to do at least one selfish thing for me."
Juniper.
I support you.
Juniper, you start heading off up the tunnels. You know the way back to the surface. Korvok stays behind and drops the rope down. And Peter starts climbing up it. At which point, Xana pushes you from behind Korvok into the hole.
Oh shit!
Am I? And yeah, that works. That pushes me in.
I'm going to try to hit your AC here. 7. That's not good enough, is it?
No, it is not.
All right,
Can
so...
Korvok try and push Xana into the hole?
Sure. You want to... Yeah, let's roll.
All right, it's strength?
Uh-huh.
All right. Would it be saving throw or just strength?
Just a strength.
All right. 20.
Oh my god, all right. So, Juniper, you're like, I have to go talk to the tree. You start hopping off. Korvok, you lower the rope. Peter starts climbing up, and Xana just sees a great opportunity to get you both impaled on a bunch of swords. But you turn this around and you throw her in the hole.
Yeah.
It's interesting, because when you feel her touch your back, it's not like hands. It's like squirmy, veins and arteries. It's a really gross feeling, and you have, I imagine, a really... instinctive reaction to that.
Yeah, or like no. So I like sort of like get like grossed out, and like it's like on like it's almost, excuse me, it's almost like some drunken master stuff where like I just like by like squirming and like cringing at it, I like dodge out of the way, and then like am like, ugh, get away, and like sort of flail my arms, and that's what like pushes her in.
Yeah, and you see her like do a fucking front flip, just like head over heels, and fall and land and just get impaled on like the severed leg of a love bug, which would have killed probably a regular person. But she is, most of her body mass is a god organ, so she is not killed outright, but she is stopped for the moment as you pull Peter out, and you can give chase to Juniper. Athletics to run. To catch up, because these are long, twisting hallways.
Do they get advantage to catch up with me because I am slow right now because missing foot?
We're big boys.
No, I mean, I've been on crutches a lot. You can go pretty fast if you're dedicated, if you have somewhere to be.
I mean, Juniper is currently dedicated.
So I love the idea that, Juniper, you get enough ahead of them to get a little bit of scene to yourself here as you go back onto the surface. And you can cast any number of spells. You have incredible nature. I don't even know if I need you to roll. This is your moment. No matter what character you would have played, if none of you were botanist, this would always have been the identity of the person here. But I do love that you are a plant lady, because it is chef's kiss.
I'm so happy that I tried to speak to the roots so early in the arc. Oh.
Never in a million years would that have happened the same way twice.
Yeah. So yeah, Juniper is just rattling off every language she knows in any hope that a conversation can happen.
Yeah. What kind of things are you yelling?
Hi. I a big fan of plants. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Are you aware you're a plant? I don't know how much I assume so. Nice to meet you. I'm Juniper. How are you? How's the murder going?
So I'm imagining this is kind of like a montage of flashing images, weird Dutch angles, crane shots. Like everything's going crazy as you're kind of running and yelling at every tree you find. This is a whole ecosystem. It's very large, so it's not like, oh, the first tree you run into gives you anything. You're running hither and yon and saying these things, but eventually you hear a response, which just says,
"Why?"
Why? What?
Why am alive?
I mean, I don't know the full story, but some magic user seemingly decided to make you live on a whim. I don't know I don't know if they did so for a purpose. I don't know if they didn't speak to you, if they didn't tell you about your purpose for being. I can't help you on that, but do you have things you want that you desire?
Created. Only. Eat.
Yeah, I'm getting that. There's a lot of people who have been traveling here who have been the ones being eaten, and that has been pretty upsetting for them.
At this point, you realize Sylvan is the language you're speaking. I don't even know how long it takes you to register that. You just start conversing fluently. And you see one of the trees here in this beautiful area turn to look at you.
They're beautiful.
This is a tree person. Treant is the D&D term. It was originally a different one, but the J.R.R. Tolkien estate was not happy with that. But this is a kind of cherry blossom style tree, which looking closer, you can, if you look through the knots in the bark, you can see eyes peering out. These are the eyes you saw in the visions when you touched the roots, and you also see leaning up against the trunk, which splits into two legs. There is an executioner's axe made out of some strange iridescent material, which shimmers and shines in the light. And this person is big. They are a living tree, but they're not like redwood. They are like a little bigger maybe than Korvok. But as far as trees go, this person could be a lot bigger. It's a tasteful cherry tree. Person who looks at you.
I think without even really stopping to process, Juniper's first instinct is to just say, "Oh wow, you're beautiful. Hi."
What beautiful.
I've never seen anything like you, and it is wonderful to see you.
The treant kind of slowly bends over. It was pretending to be a tree, the same way it did when you were here earlier. The whole party was up on the surface, walking around, talking to Gale.
It was just being a pseudo-woodo for a bit.
Literally exactly that, yes. It was just hiding. There could have been some roles or discussions that got us here earlier, but it has revealed itself, and it slowly, creakingly kneels down to Juniper, who is much smaller, and you notice that this there's both a fresh flower smell and the irony, coppery smell of blood, which has stained the axe as it kneels down to you, and it says,
People, food. You, people.
There are people who think that plants are food, and I'm sure you wouldn't want anyone to eat you. We feel the same about being eaten.
This winds up becoming a thing for just like advocating for the carnivore diet.
The point I think Juniper's trying to get across is you are sentient, and that should impact whether you are seen as food. Or at least to Juniper, that impacts that question. And she's hoping that the same can happen in reverse.
The treant says,
Who create you?
I don't know far enough back to know how people were created. I was born from parents. There were others like me that created me. They came together and I was part of them.
Why?
They created me because they wanted something to carry on after they died. They wanted companionship. They wanted a legacy. They wanted some part of themselves to live on.
legacy, blood. The treant lifts the axe to show you the blood on the blade. I think the implication clear that as a tree, it was created to drink the blood of people who die here. And now as a person, it seemingly only has that directive from its creator. And that must be very strange and confusing and infuriating.
Would you like to do more than eat?
What else?
Well, before saying this, Juniper's gonna look and try and spot whether this tree ant person has roots that are locking them in place, or whether they could go elsewhere.
In fact, I think at this point, Korvok and Peter arrive on the scene, and just from the shock of two people running up, the tree instinctively takes 2 steps backwards. You see its roots come out of the soil. It has fully articulated feet. That is how it's been walking around the tunnels, chopping people up. So yeah, it is a treant. It is a D&D creature, which is fully capable of walking around.
My only thought had been because of the root system having those memories. I wasn't sure if there was some degree of connection to that.
Yeah, I will say now that since there's no more mystery, that all the roots you have been talking to haven't been this guy. It has been the other plants trying to communicate to you that this guy exists.
Okay, yeah.
And here's what we saw, but they're all newborn, and so they are all confused. They don't have the full vocabulary.
Context. Yeah.
To explain, a tree was awakened is now a person. So they were just showing you what it was doing.
Okay, so Juniper's first thing as the rest of the party arrives is to very quickly get in the middle and try and signal, everyone stay calm. No one means anyone any harm here.
Yeah, I feel like Korvok would Korvok's very trusting, so you just be like, oh, okay, it's as long as everything's fine. Sees a giant a tree person brandishing an axe and it's just no, she said it's okay.
Juniper, hoping that everything is chill for a second, turns back to the tree ant and says, well, have you ever seen any of the world outside of here?
Never.
You could explore. You could create. You could... I mean, maybe this is a place to start. Do you have a name?
The tree ant seems to be thinking. No one has ever asked it that. And after, what do you think? Maybe that it's not going to answer because it takes so long. I was trying first. I was like, do I want to do the thing from Lord of the Rings where tree ants take forever to do everything? And I was like, no, that's that's played out. But it does take him a while to think. And he eventually says,
Piccolo.
Well, Piccolo, you've just done something other than eating. You've come up with a name for yourself. That's a start. There are so many things you could do, and I'd like to help you work out where to start, if you'd like.
Piccolo says,
Scared.
I'm scared too. A lot of the time. The world is big and scary and it can be dangerous, but there's wonderful things to see if you go exploring. If I'd let my fear control me and stop me exploring, I never would have met you.
I just start playing beautiful music on my tiny war gong.
I think Piccolo has innumerable eyes hidden in its bark. You actually can't even see all of them necessarily, but his eyes swivel to look at you, Peter, when you start playing the war gong. As
I rolled a 15.
It's first it's just that's there's sound coming from there. I'll look at it, but then there's some kind of recognition, and Peter, if you play music, and Piccolo says,
Music. First experience.
Yeah, you want to jam out? You just gotta slap something with a beat.
I do have, hold on. Inventory. Oh, no, I don't have another thing.
Just slap something. Slap the ground.
Give a slap.
Okay. This tree lifts its huge iridescent executioner's axe, still stained with blood, and just starts slapping the ground with it.
Hell yeah, that's a beat. You want to join our band?
Let's see. Persuasion?
All right, cool. Hopefully I don't bomb this. 27!
Holy shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Why is the show like this?
Austin, could you let us make it like this? And we appreciate you every day for that.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.
Piccolo walks over to you, Peter, like slowly creaking with every step, and says, "Join," and like reaches out with you, like to you, in some kind of gesture. It's not clear exactly if it's like a handshake or just like to touch you in some way.
I mirror it.
Okay, yeah, you entwine your limbs like vines. The tree people don't have all the same customs as you, but you get the idea.
Korvok's gonna be like step in here and be like, listen, buddy, as the former biggest member of this party and the HR and the head of HR for this company / band. It's kind of confusing what we do. Can we talk about that?
Not a union. It's a union too. Yeah.
I've got one thing to say to you before we let you join. And then he's like gonna like draw his like great sword and be like, no drinking piss.
Yeah, we had to put it into our union bylaws, no piss drinking, due to previous hazing incidents.
Behind you, Korvok.
Yeah.
Behind you, Korvok, you hear a voice say, "You guys are so nasty. Can you stop talking about piss for like even a minute?" And
I don't know what's on your mind a lot, Xana.
It's you that's got a literal piss drinker in your soul.
you turn around, you see Xana still looking like a half-elf, full illusion on, and Chad walking next to her. Just this aggressively sexual demon. And they look interesting. There's no sign that they just fell into a pit and were impaled. You assume it looks different under the illusion. But Xana's holding something, which gives you pause. Perception?
Also, Korvok's gonna be like, we actually talk about not drinking piss all the time, so it's actually you that's weird for not talking about not drinking piss. Makes it seem like you really want to drink piss. And then he's gonna roll a 14 in perception.
10?
7.
So the party fails. 15 is what I needed to be able to intervene before something happened, which is... Xana brings this item up, and you do see what it is, but it's too late to do anything. It is a musical instrument. In fact, it is a piccolo. And she's...
Oh, fuck.
Damn it!
And she says...
Gets everything!
Fuck.
She says, "So you all ran away, so we went and checked the serial killer room, and it seems like we found the thing that like brought this guy to life. So I have a musical instrument again, Peter, suck my butt." And she plays a note on the piccolo. Everyone, Constitution saving throw as the air around you explodes. This is the spell Shatter.
16.
11.
5.
Ooh, you all fail. And you take 3d8 thunder damage. Xana has a spellcasting focus again. You took her war gong before, but by not going to the serial killer room, she has recovered the powerful magic item used to create Piccolo. You all take 14 damage as Shatter rips through the air like a grenade. And roll initiative because Xana and Chad are not going to let you take their potential new ally.
Hey, rest of the party, you really should have gone to the serial killer room.
Alright. Yeah, well then he wouldn't have joined our band.
So 23 on initiative.
Juniper, you're up first. This is an understandable rage as you are blown apart, and you see Xana wielding an item with a connection to your new friend, and you know her, deceptions, you know her trickery. She absolutely is going to try to steal Piccolo from you.
Is Xana holding anything other than the Piccolo right now?
So I will say that disarming someone is like a whole separate thing that is not covered by the normal rules. So it probably...
Okay, so I can't use command and use the command drop.
Yeah, you can. That's absolutely a thing.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to get to, is if I use the command drop and say drop, is there anything else in her hands she might, like, try and work around it by dropping instead, was my... thought, but I don't know if command would just make her drop everything. So she's got to do what kind of saving throw? Is it a wisdom saving throw?
All right, wisdom saving throw. 16.
She successfully manages to not drop the Piccolo, but I gave it a shot.
All right, so you leaning on your rake, which is crackling with electricity, you just say, drop at Xana, and she looks at you and says, how about you drop, nerd?
Hey, party, like, do real good at this. I've almost made one friend this campaign. Don't screw this up for me. Save me.
I cast Dissonant Whispers, level 3, so 5d6.
All right, 18.
Someone kick Xana's ass.
So 17, half of that.
All right, 8 damage. Do you actually whisper, or is that just do you have a different flavor on Dissonant Whispers for Peter? You send podcasts.
Yes.
I remember now. So
I send her a podcast about a snippet of a pickup artist thing, whereas they're specifically saying negative things about her body type.
Oh.
all right, and she's like, I know that shit's not true. I've seen myself.
And yet, you're still a little hurt, aren't you?
Well, not as hurt as you're gonna be. Shatter everyone again.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Constitution again.
Oh, fuck. 13.
Juniper, you save. Everyone else takes 12. You take 6. As once again, Xana blows on the Piccolo, and just a shrieking note comes out that rips through the air and causes you all incredible pain. And now, for the first time, Chad is going to move. He hasn't attacked yet. He has all of Peter's knowledge and so forth. What is Peter? What are your most iconic spells that would be fun for him to use?
Oh, a lot of the spells I use are non-violent. Like sleep and stuff like that. But I assume he's gonna be more violent.
Tell Austin your shittiest spells.
Okay. Oh, Long Strider. Hate it.
Chad is like sidling up to Xana. They're actually in the same body, even if Chad projects out sometimes. He like puts his demonic hand on the Piccolo as well and casts sleep. So I'm going to roll sleep, and then whoever has the lowest, if it beats you, you fall asleep. And it's 5d8. But it's a different. Yeah.
I have 3 HP.
Okay. I rolled 18. So
It's sleepy time.
I love
You'll
it.
hear from me after I'm done with my sleepy time, and then I lay down.
Is there a different flavor to his sleep versus yours? Because yours is like you bang the war gong and people just keel over. Is Chad like he starts telling a really boring story, or he's just like, yeah, my dad was actually at a big meeting and he was like signing the big deal for all the souls, like the souls contracts.
Maybe a story about how he gets rejected by a woman because she was such a bitch.
Yeah.
But you can very clearly tell from the story that he was the asshole.
Yeah. I like the idea of him being like, it's sort of like a Jigglypuff type thing of like, he is not trying to cast sleep.
Yeah, he's like,
He's actually trying to tell us a cool story.
Yeah.
he's like, now I shall unleash the full power of my demonic entertainment and persuasion. I am the most charismatic man.
You think he's like, he's trying to cast like charm person or something?
Peter, you just keel over and fall right on your face.
Yeah, it's done.
It is now Korvok's turn.
All right. How far away are they?
You can run up and attack them.
Oh, I'm going to run up and go after Chad.
All right.
So I roll a 26.
Hell yeah. Big hit.
I assume that, yeah. So then I deal 7 slashing damage. to
All right. As you run up and slash Xana / Chad, because they are actually one entity in the same way Peter and Xana were for a long time. Something happens, which is hellish rebuke. As a reaction, the creature you damaged is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. They must make a dexterity saving throw.
I must make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. 22.
Hell yeah. So you only take half of 8, you take 4.
Okay.
The consequence for hitting a demon is that you burst into flames, but you are able to dodge roll like a Dark Souls character out of that.
Yeah.
It's a very, very good.
Oh shit! I've just had a thought for when it's my turn. I might have had one smart moment for combat.
At the end of the order, we're about to go back to Juniper, but I want to say at this point, Piccolo sees the magic item which was used to bring him to life, and as a kind of legendary action is going to need to make a save to not turn on you all.
Oh.
All right.
Can I make any kind of roll to help them resist because new friend?
Oh no! I should have been awake for Bardic Inspiration! No!
16, they save. Piccolo hears the song, is reminded literally the first thing he experienced upon becoming alive was the music of that. But Juniper, your empathy is more important right now, and so he does not cut you down.
Guiding Bolt is radiant damage, which I'm really hoping possessed doll and or demon, one of the two, hopefully both, are weak to.
I have bad news about 5th edition of Dungeons and or Dragons.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I have
Don't those seem like things that these things would be weak to this?
Yeah, I mean,
Does that not seem like how that would work?
as a lifetime Pokemon fan, we both think it should work that way. But the way this is designed is that you have to be able to do a fair encounter with someone who has read the monster manual. Because your players, if they are sufficiently experienced, would simply never do anything but what monsters are weak to, which is kind of unsatisfying if you're trying to design a cool demonic encounter. So,
Yes, but I want to do a cool thing against a demonic enemy, so...
sure.
Austin, fine. I'm gonna do the thing anyway. I
didn't write this book.
Yeah, but you can fudge the rules. You make the rules. You're in charge. Fuck it. I'm gonna do a 3rd level guiding bolt on Xana. So, let's do a ranged spell attack and really hope it hits. Does 13 hit?
It does not, unfortunately.
Is this one of the ones where I still get like half damage on a miss?
I think the flavor on this is pretty cool. Like, you shoot a beam, it goes right through Xana's face, and you see her body flicker, and there just isn't any biomass under the illusion right there.
If only someone could give me bardic inspiration right now.
I'm sleeping and farting.
Wait, why are you farting?
That's what you do when you sleep.
Oh, okay.
I'm just seeing if there's anything else I can do to fix this.
Austin
at
just
all.
outing himself as someone who's never slept before.
My secret's revealed.
Pathetic.
Well, there goes my 6d6 damage I would have done on hit.
That would have been brutal.
Okay. Yeah, would have been real helpful in trying to have a new friend, right?
Peter, you're sleeping through your turn, unfortunately. I would have Xana run over and just coup de grace you, just stab you in the heart or something on the ground, but I don't want to get stabbed in the back by Korvok when leaving melee range. So I'm actually going to do something else, which is Xana turns to Piccolo and says, "Come on, attack!" And Piccolo is under command, the same thing you tried to do when you told her to drop.
Oh shit! Please resist, friend.
Remember the band. Remember. Pants for Pets LLC, the band, the experience, the union.
1.
Oh no!
We're gonna die.
no.
We're all gonna die.
No! I tried so hard. I had so many good thoughts and stuff. I just wanted a friend. Austin, you're robbing me of another chance to have a
This is
friend.
heartbreaking, genuinely.
It's really fucked up. Here's what happens. Piccolo raises this iridescent axe. It's like shimmering. The colors on it seem to be almost moving because of the way the light plays on it. And because Peter's unconscious, this is an automatic crit when Piccolo brings it down on your unconscious body and embeds the whole head of the axe in your chest, Peter.
All right, well, does that do more than 3 damage?
What it does is puts you into a dying state because there's no mathematical way that does not knock you out.
All right, so that's more than 3 damage. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Peter is dying. We're going to start making death saving throws because Peter has an axe in his chest. And that was just Xana's turn. Now it is Chad's turn. Chad just saw you slash him, Korvok, or the body he's in at least, and he is going to try to hurt you. Xana's body wrenches sideways awkwardly. If you'll recall, back at Duma Farm, there was a part where someone was driving Xana's body. We know now as Peter. But if you'll recall, Xana's consciousness was in the ham sect. At the time, but her body kept going. That's what's happening now. Her body turns awkwardly. You see the arteries and veins twisting up out of the illusion like a helix, and they create a point like a rapier, and she tries to stab you with it, or rather Chad, controlling her body, tries to stab you with it. That's an 8.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance, which reduces it by 2.
Well, there's no damage to reduce. An 8 does not hit your AC.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Forget I did that.
You do not do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are easily able to block that blade with your blade, and it's your turn, Korvok.
All right. Balls in Korvok's court now. And Korvok has not used his bonus action, so he can use 2 short swords to do a double use his double attack there. So let's swing on in with a short sword. 15
Does not hit.
Okay. 14 does not hit, I assume.
Correct. So now you and Chad are dueling swords to swords, although his sword is made up of the veins of a dead god that are making up the body he's piloting, because this is a normal show with a regular story. We're back to Juniper. Juniper, you see Korvok dueling Chad, and you see Xana controlling Piccolo to kill Peter. What do you do?
Choose kindness. It's the only way.
I mean, mechanically, I don't know how to use kindness as a mechanic. Juniper is gonna try and guiding bolt Xana at 2nd level.
All right.
20?
That hits.
Okay, come on, please, good damage roll. Really need a good damage roll here. 12 is not what I was hoping for.
It's not bad. You shoot Xana in the back as Chad is fighting.
Next attack against Xana gets advantage.
All right, Peter, it's your turn. Roll just a raw d20. This is called a death saving throw. I don't know if we've done it this season. I should explain to the audience. Getting 10 or over is success. 9 or lower is a fail. If you get 3 failures, you die. That's a 12.
Right. 12, and that's a success. Okay.
Yep.
Do I make any gurgling sounds? Can I say remember the band or anything?
You can roleplay however you want, yeah.
Remember the band. Just bang on things. You can do it.
Does anything
you say that-
anything stir in Piccolo's eyes when he hears that?
Well, it is now Xana's turn, so I'm going to try command again, and we'll see how attack works again. Piccolo is going to roll a 9, fails again.
Oh, God, really?
Uh-huh.
You're stronger than this, Piccolo.
This time is going to try to, because Korvok, you're attacking Xana's body, so at this point Piccolo walks over, creaking with each step, and is going to try to 2-on-1 you. 11, that's not going to hit. Damn, Korvok, you block from...
Anime.
You do behind the back block?
Well, there's a back block. I mean, I feel like it would be with his, like, greatsword. He sort of, like, just, like, scoots his back to sort of, like, block it.
Yeah, this is sick because you're fighting one person in front of you, one behind you, but you have a sword in each hand. This is some the Star Wars prequel shit.
I mean, I do have Giant Killer though, and that does trigger Giant Killer.
All right, tell the audience about Giant Killer.
Giant Killer means I'm good at killing giants, and so when a large or larger creature you can see within 5 feet of you hits or misses you with an attack, you can use your reaction to attack that creature immediately after its attack.
All right. Yeah, you can attack Piccolo if you want.
No, Piccolo.
I mean, I don't like this, but also I feel like, Korvok is already on edge about people he works with trying to make him drink piss, and
I don't disagree that this is in character for Korvok, yeah.
Piccolo is giving him every indication that he was about to hit Korvok with an axe, trying to render him unconscious so that he can then make him drink piss.
Oh my god.
Rolls a 25.
Absolutely hits. No piss today.
That's what he says, as he deals 11 slashing damage.
All right, that was your reaction. It is still Xana's turn. She's going to try to stab you with the blood rapier. 18, that hits.
18 does hit me.
All right, you take 11 damage. That was max on that.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. I'm at 7.
So you deflect the axe from behind you, but when you turn to slash Piccolo, you get stabbed by Xana / Chad right in the side, and it's your turn.
The irony is that Korvok is too blinded by fear and rage to realize this, but the people who would actually make him drink piss were behind him the whole time.
Oh, God.
Channel your piss rage back at Xana and Chad, because otherwise we're gonna die.
You should have taken Barbarian, then you could go into a piss rage.
I should have, yeah. Yeah, this is a bad call on my part. Failure all around.
I would say focus your piss rage on the pissers. The known piss drinker is behind you.
Yeah. Well, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to, as a bonus action, Hunter's Mark at level 2.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna on the Chad Xana entity, and then I'm going to use my greatsword, which deals fuck.
Which deals fuck.
Because I guiding bolted Xana, does that give advantage on this attack?
Absolutely.
There you go. Hooray!
Boom. 16.
That hits.
Yes. 14 plus 6 is 20.
Oh damn, that's a good slash. You just slash Chad fully across the body, and there's a spray of blood that is not reflected on Xana's illusion of her half-elf self. And so it's very strange to see like blood squirt out of this otherwise pristine person. And she's like, very rude. I didn't do anything to you.
and Korvok's like, I'm not drinking it.
I really hope you all forget about this before next week. It's Juniper's turn.
Well, I mean, I can make people drop their weapon and then go pick it up. Is still the hope. You know what? Screw it. Let's give it one more try. Wisdom saving throw to see whether I can make you drop that Piccolo.
Come on. Piccolo drop. Piccolo
let's go,
drop.
let's go.
Please.
5.
Okay. Okay, the piccolo has been dropped. I haven't moved this turn. I would like to hobble as fast as I can to try and grab that piccolo.
Player's Handbook, page 190. Here are a few examples of the sorts of things you can do in tandem with your movement and action. Pick up a dropped axe, it says. And I don't see why that wouldn't apply.
Yeah.
So, yep.
It doesn't specify piccolos.
Yeah, there's an addendum in some of the newer editions about piccolos.
So, Juniper, you say drop.
Yeah.
Xana drops the piccolo. You run over, you hobble over, as fast as you can, and pick it up.
I hobble with the speed of someone who is about to lose the chance to make their first, new friend in a very long time. It's a very frantic hobble.
How many spell slots do you have? You've been through a ton of fights this arc, Juniper.
So yeah, I'm out of spell slots, but at least I have gotten the spellcasting focus out of Xana's hands and gotten the thing that... Yeah, I've gotten the thing that is tied to my new friend out of Xana's hands, and that's a good start.
Peter, it's your turn. Death saving throw.
Okay. You're back in the band. 8. Don't I have to have 3?
Yep, you have 1 success and 1 failure. To get to 3 means you die. It is now Xana/Chad's turn, and I need to read you a rule about death saving throws.
Oh no.
Here it comes.
Not a fan of that.
I could die.
When rules have to be checked, it's rarely a positive for us.
Why don't we just not check them? Why don't we just close our eyes?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question.
If you take any damage while you have 0 hit points, you suffer a death saving throw failure. If the damage is from a critical hit, you suffer 2 failures instead.
Oh.
Okay, Austin, do you want me to die? Do you not like Peter? What's happening?
No, listen, we're playing a game. I have to be honest about things.
Okay.
Whose turn is it right now?
But she doesn't have her big piccolo thing anymore, so at least we have that.
Attack rolls against an unconscious character have advantage, and any attack that hits the character is a critical hit.
Also, I'm not asleep though. I'm dying. Isn't that different? Okay.
You are unconscious while you are dying.
I see. Okay.
You do not have consciousness mid-deathness.
So to recap, if I hit you, it's a critical, and if it's a critical, you take 2. You have 1. So,
Okay.
at this point, Xana sees you pick up the piccolo, Juniper, and is going to turn her bloody rapier to Peter's body, and Chad kind of projects out and says, "Hey bro, seems like this is a kind of an impasse we found ourselves in. Yeah, do you want Peter to die, or do you want to give us back our stuff?"
When she does that, do I get a reaction attack?
Yeah, can't Korvok block for me?
Well, I mean, because I'm not because there's a distance between them and Peter, right? So if they move to go to Peter, don't I get a reaction?
Xana uses her action to disengage from Korvok, uses her movement to go over to Peter's body, and then Chad uses his action to, I'm about to use my action to plunge the rapier through Peter's skull. But he puts the blade up to Peter, and Xana says, "So how about you give me back the little flute, and we take the tree guy, and you can take Peter, and then we can continue on the race."
Give Piccolo the fucking Piccolo. Fucking slavers.
Mari, are you confident in that is what you want here?
I don't know. I just really don't like slavery at all.
Juniper has literally 5 minutes ago given a new being hope that their life can be something other than just violence and consuming. And to give them that hope and watch them go straight into being magically controlled against their will to be a violent consumer is a lot.
Yeah, hold on. I have an idea. Peter looks at Juniper and says, "For the band." And you know what it means. It means give Piccolo the piccolo.
Oh, I think the way this works is either Piccolo joins Xana and then you run into them later, or Chad kills Peter and Mari plays Piccolo.
I have a huge amount of empathy for this random tree we just met. I don't want to give him to Xana.
I'm gonna make a decision here. I have to commit to something and there is no good choice. Juniper is gonna look at Xana and snap that flute.
Piccolo's free.
All right, I guess I'll see you all next week, Mari. We'll talk about it. I guess you can also play Gale. This isn't necessarily locked in stone until the episode comes out, but
I've gone for the thing that I think is going to be narratively interesting and will put some fucking consequences on Juniper, which are interesting. Consequences are interesting.
I mean, a thing occurs to me that if Pants for Pets LLC rallies around Peter's death and is like, okay, we're all on the same page, we're all want to honor Peter by making his dream of a world with chill vibes where you don't have to work and the air is made out of weed smoke or whatever. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, that could be our wish to bring Peter back.
It's not a wish. It's not a wish. It's very important to me that you understand it's not a Dragon Ball wish. It's a
Our wish is to make the world into the world of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Peter is willing to die to make sure. If Peter's been a demon, Peter's been a bad boy, and I don't think he would want a newly innocent creature brought into the world and to be immediately put into slavery just to save him.
Here's where I'm at. Two things. One, Juniper is hoping that this is seen as Xana killed Peter and not as Juniper let Xana kill Peter.
No,
and
Peter looks at you knowingly and nods. And for the band.
And B, not gonna lie, it's a selfish choice for Juniper, who has finally fucking had one moment of I got to connect with a plant for the first time since I got up here. I was having a moment.
Yep. Solidified. Peter says, for the band. Juniper snaps the Piccolo. Piccolo's free. Peter dies.
Well, Mari, thank you. I respect you letting me do this.
I saw a spark against the dark, and we erupt, but it's a slow burn. I take a chance, we start to dance, can't see enough to know to turn around. The sound of a bonfire carries over fences, titillates the senses. We can feel the heat, a chill wind is pushing you into me, and it's looking like we might be burning, might be burning, might be burning down. We're a bonfire, I keep putting in, I keep putting in. We're a bonfire, I keep putting in, I keep putting in. 'cause we're